Today our topic is why Stoicism is the ultimate survival philosophy. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes it feels like the world is against us. We face problems at work, in relationships, with our health, and even within ourselves. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, lost, or stuck. But what if I told you there is a way to not just survive, but thrive in the face of these challenges? That way is Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to stay strong, calm, and focused, no matter what life throws at us. Stoicism is not about being emotionless or cold. It's about understanding what we can control and what we cannot, and focusing our energy on the things that truly matter. It's about building resilience, finding peace, and living a meaningful life, even in the hardest times. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, Stoicism is the ultimate survival philosophy. Let's start with the basics. Stoicism was founded over 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece by a man named Zeno. Later, it was developed by philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. These thinkers didn't just write about Stoicism, they lived it. Marcus Aurelius, for example, was a Roman emperor who ruled during one of the most difficult periods in Roman history. Despite his power, he faced wars, plagues, and betrayals. Yet, he remained calm and focused, thanks to his Stoic practices. Stoicism teaches us that life is unpredictable, and we cannot control everything that happens to us. What we can control, however, is how we respond. This is the core idea of Stoicism. Focus on what's within your power and let go of what's not. This simple but powerful idea can change the way we face challenges. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This means understanding the difference between things we can control and things we cannot. For example, we cannot control the weather, other people's opinions, or the past. But we can control our thoughts, our actions, and how we respond to situations. When we focus on what we can control, we stop wasting energy on things that are beyond our power. This helps us stay calm and focused, even in difficult situations. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you react. You can choose to get angry and stressed, or you can accept the situation and use the time to listen to music or think about your day. This small shift in mindset can make a big difference in how you feel. Another important Stoic principle is the idea of Amor fati, which means love of fate. This means accepting everything that happens to us, good or bad, as part of our journey. Instead of resisting or complaining about our circumstances, we should embrace them and find meaning in them. This doesn't mean we should be passive or give up. It means we should see challenges as opportunities to grow and learn. For example, if you lose your job, instead of feeling defeated, you can see it as a chance to explore new opportunities or develop new skills. Amor fati teaches us to find value in every experience, no matter how difficult it may seem. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of virtue. The Stoics believe that the ultimate goal in life is to live virtuously, which means being wise, courageous, just, and self-disciplined. These virtues guide our actions and help us make good decisions, even in tough situations. For example, courage helps us face our fears and take action, even when we're scared. Self-discipline helps us stay focused on our goals and avoid distractions. By living virtuously, we build a strong character that can withstand any challenge. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes from within, not from external things like money, fame, or power. When we focus on developing our character and living according to our values, we find lasting peace and fulfillment. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is negative visualization. This means imagining the worst-case scenario and preparing ourselves mentally for it. For example, if you're worried about losing your job, imagine what you would do if it actually happened. How would you survive? What steps would you take to find a new job? By thinking about these possibilities, we reduce our fear and anxiety. We realize that even in the worst-case scenario, we can still find a way to move forward. Negative visualization also helps us appreciate what we have. When we imagine losing something, we become more grateful for it. For example, if you imagine losing your health, you may start to appreciate your body and take better care of it. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of mindfulness and living in the present moment. The Stoics believe that the past is gone and the future is uncertain, so the only moment we truly have is the present. By focusing on the present, we can fully engage with our lives and make the most of every moment. This doesn't mean we should ignore the past or the future. It means we should learn from the past and plan for the future, but not get stuck in them. For example, if you're worried about a future event, remind yourself that it hasn't happened yet and focus on what you can do right now. By living in the present, we reduce stress and find peace. Another important Stoic practice is self-reflection. The Stoics believe that we should regularly examine our thoughts, actions, and habits to see if they align with our values and goals. This helps us stay on track and make improvements where needed. For example, at the end of each day you can ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? How can I improve tomorrow? By reflecting on our lives, we become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses and can make better decisions in the future. Self-reflection also helps us stay humble and avoid arrogance. When we recognize our flaws, we become more open to learning and growth. Stoicism also teaches us to be resilient in the face of adversity. The Stoics believe that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities to grow stronger. When we face difficulties, we should see them as tests of our character and use them to build our resilience. For example, if you're going through a tough time, remind yourself that this is a chance to develop patience, strength, and courage. By embracing challenges, we become more capable and confident. The Stoics also believe that suffering is a natural part of life, and we should accept it rather than resist it. When we accept suffering, we reduce our pain and find peace. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the importance of community and helping others. The Stoics believe that we are all connected and that we have a duty to contribute to the well-being of others. By helping others, we not only make the world a better place, but also find meaning and purpose in our own lives. For example, if you see someone in need, offer your help. Even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. By focusing on the needs of others, we also reduce our own worries and find joy in giving. In conclusion, Stoicism is the ultimate survival philosophy because it teaches us how to stay strong, calm, and focused in the face of life's challenges. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and living virtuously, we build resilience and find peace. Stoicism helps us appreciate the present moment, learn from our experiences, and grow stronger through adversity. It reminds us that true happiness comes from within, and that we have the power to shape our own lives. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, Stoicism offers a timeless wisdom that can guide us through even the toughest times. So, the next time you face a challenge, remember the teachings of Stoicism and ask yourself, what can I control? How can I respond with courage and wisdom? By embracing Stoicism, you can not only survive but thrive in the face of life's challenges.